Hello everyone, I'm delighted to present this elegant property to you today. It's a manoir based in the Orne in Normandy. It's a superb classical example of fantastic architecture from the 18th century, but not only is it a manoir, it's a huge equestrian centre. It has amazing stud farm facilities, which we will go and have a look at very soon. But it's 40 minutes from Caen, so transport links back to the UK if you're coming from the UK are fabulous. It's in an area that's renowned for equestrian horse racing, show jumping, all of the things that you may associate with equestrian. It's in the perfect area. Weather conditions are fantastic for horses, the grounds and the acreage, over 300 acres, 320 acres for 54 horse boxes, so 54 horses at the moment can be held here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the area. It's about an hour from Honfleur. Again, lovely seaside town to go and visit. Belém, which is really pretty countryside area to go and have a look at. Alençon, which is famous from 17th century lace making, and it has a UNESCO Heritage Cultural recognition as well. So fabulous area between four brilliant towns, and also Deauville, which is a very prestigious area to live in. This house is such a classical and beautiful example, which I'm really privileged to be able to present, and it's absolutely in immaculate condition. I mean, that you just couldn't fault it. It has beautifully manicured gardens, as well as so many facilities, including its own veterinary surgery. So with no further ado, let's go and have a look at the property. This is the entrance coming into the property that you will see here as we go down. You can see that the stud farm, there's one of the horses there. This has 120 acres of harass, which is fantastic. It's well drained and based on limestone and clay veins. 54 horse boxes in total, all with automatic drinkers. You can see here the grounds to the property are stunning. The manoir itself that you can see here above, below, is actually has 500 square metres, 550 square metres of habitable space. There are also 3 or 4 apartments that can be used for guests if you are looking at using it as a business potential or for a livery for bringing horses in and out. It has such amazing space. In the main manoir itself, it actually has 27 rooms, so we'll have a look at those now. What I really love about 18th century classical architecture like this is the amount of light that floods into each room. You generally have windows on both sides of the property, so you're getting light coming in from the front and the back. Most rooms with dual aspect, or even more so, windows. And there's a little surprise coming up later with a fantastic conservatory. You can see their fabulous tiled flooring, which probably is original. Beautiful staircases leading up until to the first floor and some of the bedrooms. The marquetry on the floors here, you know, they just don't make flooring like this anymore. Again, original 18th century fireplaces in most of the bedrooms. All of the rooms are of a grand size. They're all lovely, large, light-filled rooms. I mean, you can see the amount of work that has gone into this property. It is being completely restored. Everything is in immaculate condition. You literally do not have to do anything apart from move in and look after the horses. I mean, the floors are polished, the windows are sparkling, the light's flowing through. It really is a superb example of an 18th century manoir in perfect condition. Just to show this superb conservatory on the back overlooking the grounds and the gardens. I mean, I absolutely adore when the garden comes inside, but having a beautiful glass conservatory like this would be my dream. It's very unusual to get such a large property in such good condition that is absolutely suitable for equestrian. Generally speaking, you may have wonderful farmhouses with enormous amounts of land for equestrian, but this is a whole estate in itself. You can see by the air there, huge swimming pool as well, ponds, lovely manicured designed gardens. And there are a lot of famous competitions in France, whether it's horse racing or it's show jumping. And again, this is very central to the areas where they're most popular, mainly due to the weather, because it's not too hot, there's enough rain, and it's beautiful countryside. You know, you really are quite on your own, totally private, no major roads to create noise. It's just the perfect haven. So what you can see was some guest apartments there. There are 4 guest apartments in total, totally self-contained. So for families or guests that may be staying or for rental, I mean, again, they're huge. They're really, really beautiful, well-proportioned guest apartments. So the other great thing about the manoir is it's also only 3 hours from Paris. So again, for people flying in internationally that may wish to come to the manoir, or they're coming to look at horses they would like to buy, because bearing in mind this is a stud farm, again, it's only 3 hours by car to Paris. It may take slightly longer on a horse, but only 3 hours by car. The other great thing about the manoir is it also has veterinary facilities, so it has a whole outbuilding dedicated to a veterinary centre, and it also has staff accommodation. So although it has the guest apartments for guests, it also has staff accommodation for the stable hands, etc., the groomers, and for the staff that will be looking after the horses themselves. So you can see the estate as we sort of go up into the air, then through into the gates where some of the stabling and some of the veterinary buildings are for the horses. And then linking through to the gardens where you can see the largest swimming pool I've seen in quite a while, which is obviously available in the winter months as well as the summer because it's completely covered, which is fab. The manoir itself actually dates back to 1750 in the realm of Louis XV. So you'll notice a lot of the architecture, the fireplaces, the mirrors, some of the detail in the manoir dates back to the Louis XV style. So as you can see from our drone footage, the land is perfectly flat, it's very even, there's paddocks everywhere. You know, we're in the summer months here, but you can see that it's very arable. And in a lot of the properties that I've seen, I've never seen such an impeccably cared for estate. It's completely well run. Boxes, there's machinery, there's horse boxes. So if you'd like to see any more information on this property, do have a look at our website, because all of the information will be on there. All the details of the room sizes, what the stud farm offers, etc. Come and have a look at our website, or alternatively, book a visit. I think you'll probably need a whole day or perhaps two at this property, but it's so worth it, and we're so lucky to have been able to show you that today. So have a look at our website, legateofrance.com, and we hope to see you again soon.